We've got 2 mics today. Okay, just a show of hands, guys, so we know where these mics are going. Be great, thanks.
Pep, well done tonight. Can we get your assessment of the game, please?
Good night. We won an amazing team. Like, we made an extraordinary performance, especially in the second half. But in the first half, even in our high pressing, we could not allow them to make their amazing build-up. So it's a team who make a build-up. Like Stepanovic and Fred, they come to play in the short passes, and after they provoke to our midfielders go and find behind our midfield players, and there they are a machine with fullbacks, especially left. And Marlos, Tyson and Bernan, they are amazing players. They are fast, well organized defensively. So a lot of credit our victory. So we face one team who demands a lot to do to beat them. So an extra step. So big victory for us, and wait Napoli. And big congratulations to everybody. They deserve all my respect for what they have done today.
Did we see another side to the improvement in the squad in keeping a clean sheet and going on till the end and eventually seeing the job through and making the tie safe?
Yeah, of course it's good. Don't concede goals. But the second half we played to score a lot of goals. We create a lot of chances, and we miss a penalty. Even with that situation, we're stable. We show a lot of maturity in the terms of, okay, in that situation, 15 minutes left, miss the penalty, so everything can happen, and we were stable. We didn't concede almost anything, but it's a tough team. Tough team to play. Shaktar Donetsk always, for the last 8-10 years, is always in Champions League, sometimes arrive 80 finals, quarterfinals, always go through. It's a top team. Always is complicated to play against them. That's why I'm so satisfied. I said to the players, you have to be so proud because you beat one of the best teams in the way they play. So it's not just long balls, it's not just counter-attack. They use the counter-attack, but they demanding a lot. So if you don't make the high pressing how we did it, it's so complicated to beat them.
Pep, you've got so many attacking options. Sterling was left out the side today, Bernardo as well. Really big game on Saturday, of course, against Chelsea. Do you know what your best attack is, what it looks like?
No. I have a lot of confidence, all of 5-6 players, a lot of them. So we play Leroy, Raj, I'm a lot of confidence. When play Sergio and Gabriel, a lot of confidence. When play with Bernardo, one extraordinary player, the way he plays. He's a player who make absolutely everything good. Everything good. So he's clever, he's intelligent, he moves in the right tempo, in the right moment. He passed the goal in the right foot for his teammates. So he's a perfect player. So all of them, I have a lot of confidence in all of them. So I don't have a problem. Sleep well in that term. So.
Can you give us an update on Benjamin Mendy? We saw him here tonight with he had crutches.
Yeah. Well, after tomorrow he's traveling to Barcelona. We're going to see finally what he has, but our first impression will be a little bit long out of the pitches, unfortunately for us. I don't know. Wait on Thursday. But I'm pretty sure will be, unfortunately, longer than we expect, we would like.
Hello, the question from Ukrainian press. Of course, we cannot ask about Alexander Zinchenko and his future in your team.
Can you repeat?
Alexander Zinchenko, Ukrainian, the Ukrainian national team player.
Zinchenko.
Zinchenko.
Yeah, okay, yes, Danny. Yeah, he's a young player. Stay with us. In the Champions League, he's not in the list because we don't have a space. But in the local competition, the Premier League, the Cup, and the other competitions, like what happened with Mendy, for a short or long time will be out, is going to help us in the position with Fabian Delph. So he's a guy I think he can play there, and we're going to help him to develop in that position. Of course, he can play in the middle, attacking. But he's a nice guy. So He's beloved in the locker room because he's a respectful guy. So he's a guy we count on him.
Hi. Pep, how impressed have you been with Fabian Delph and how he's learned to play at left back for you?
A lot. Always I have one theory. The midfield players, when they are intelligent, the midfield players can play everywhere because they understand for the global situation. And even when you are a nice guy and no complaints and always want to help when he did it or he does when he doesn't play or was injured, always you have the ability to play good. So he understands the rules. And he made an amazing game. You play against that team, against Marlos, and the fullback goes and defending that position. And with the boy, like in the ball, with like his midfield player is so clever. How he didn't miss one pass, always give a good continuity in the game. So I'm so happy for him, so happy. Last season was a lot of time injured, and when he was fit, maybe I didn't count too much with him. It was my personal regret, because we deserve more minutes. But I'm pretty sure this year is going to play more often, and hopefully he make a good season. And we're going here to help him. He made an exceptional game, an exception.
Pep, it's the first time the club have won their opening 2 Champions League group games. How big a difference does that make, particularly with another home game to come next? And also, just on a different point, you look like you threw yourself on your back late in the game onto the ground. I was just wondering what had happened there to do that.
No, nothing, because the ball, it was one player for the opponent on the roof, on the pitch. He was injured, and we put the ball out, and so we have to do that. Because we have to respect the guys is injured, you have to put the ball out. And the people want to make a counter-attack. So ball was out, was on the pitch. And first one, 2 games in a row, yeah. Sooner or later, this kind of thing is going to happen in that club. So now he's going to try to make 3 in a row. But in that club, with a lot of records they didn't have, that's going to happen in the future. So with that players, with the club is working, sooner or later that is going to happen. But today we beat a tough team, a real tough team. Of course I know that, so the people we don't watch the Ukraine League, so the people there recognize him. But it's a team who always play in the Champions League for the long time ago, and always they have a good players. They have 7-8 Brazilian guys, and all of them they are a good quality. So it was good. I'm so happy. Today is one of the happiest days because we beat a tough team, a real tough team.
Just one more back here, then we'll take some in Spanish. Sorry, just here.
Pep, obviously, goal-scoring record didn't happen for Sergio tonight. Going forward, will he remain as the designated penalty taker?
Guys, that is going to happen. So that is going to happen. It doesn't matter today, day after tomorrow. So they have to score 50 goals to break a record. This is just 1, 2 for 3-1. So have a 1 this season, 2 years contract or 3 years contract, I don't know. That is going to happen. And the moment it happens, ask me about what is my impression for the new record. It doesn't matter. The next time is going to score a goal. So,
A couple of questions in Spanish. Just here, please.
Hola, Pep. Veient l'impacte que havia tingut els laterals amb el teu equip aquesta temporada, com de frustrant és ara veure que perds a Mendy per uns quants mesos?
Molt. Primer per ell com a persona, perquè com l'any passat amb Gundogan, com la gent que està molt lesionada em posa trist. Però evidentment per la forma que volíem jugar, perdrem, a la llarga perdrem molt. Molt perquè és un jugador molt especial, molt únic, per la seva alegria dintre i fora del camp serà una gran pèrdua.
I si la seva baixa és més sensible al ser l'únic lateral esquerre pur que tens a la temporada, i si d'alguna manera això cap al gener us pot fer pensar...
No ho sé, ja veurem com reaccionem. D'aquí al gener queda molt. Evidentment teníem pensat per l'any que ve anar a buscar un lateral esquerre de perfil més baix, més tranquil. Això ja ho veurem, però ara hem de treballar amb el que tenim. Tenim Delph, tenim Danilo, tenim Zinchenko, tenim Fernandinho que pot jugar allà i a totes les altres posicions. Bé, buscarem alternatives.
If it's confirmed Mendy has a serious injury and he has to stay a long time off, how important, how frustrating would be his absence for you? Very frustrating for him first as a person, but like last happened last year with Ilkay Gundogan, I feel really sad for him. For the way we want to play, we will lose a lot. Obviously, he's a unique player. The joy he gives in and out the pitch, I think it's going to be a major setback. Second question, would you consider looking for a replacement for him in the winter transfer market? We will see in January. We thought next summer about looking for another left back, another replacement, but we will see what we do. We have alternatives in our squad. Danilo, Delph, Fernandinho, even Zinchenko can play there. So we will see as we go along.
Before start of the game, we were surprised that your fans, Manchester City fans, still booing Champions League hymn. What do you think about it?
No questions about that. So the people can express what they want. So it's a democracy in the free time. So the people can express what he wants. What I want is to play good, and the people who came here enjoy our game. That's happened again. So the last 3 games against Liverpool, Crystal Palace today, the people enjoy. In the good moments, the bad moments support us. And hopefully the next games in the Champions League can come more people to watch us and support us, because we need it. In that competition, there are a lot of moments when is trouble. Our support for our people is going to help us a lot. So hopefully that's going to happen in the future, and the best way to convince them is playing good. No demanding absolutely anything, because I understand completely, but play good, and the people can say, okay, I go to Etihad Stadium to watch that team because we enjoy watching them. So that is the only thing we can do. Okay, guys, thank you.